Morning, folks. Somebody commented on YouTube on a video that I did 8 years ago. It's a line and wash, and I used a stick, and that's probably the stick that I used. I've got a bit of this wood left. This just a lump of 1/4 inch beading wood, square. Put that there. I've also got, probably from that era, a pot of ink that I made up from some acrylic paint, black, of course. I hope I don't knock it over. And well, I've just kept it airtight with that lid. It's all sealed itself, and it's workable still. Look, I just try. So I'm going to just do a bit of snow. I think snow seas are very good for this sort of painting. But anyway, there we go. Look, just let the excess go. I've got a bit of well, let's see if I can show you that. Put that down there. I've got a bit of paper, watercolour paper, stuck on there. Now, I don't know if it's going to work, but start here. Let's I don't know. I've done one of these for some years. I used to do quite a few of them, but they get rather boring after a while. Well, they're saying the same old view. This is what I was doing. It'll take a while to draw, but they are, I must say, they are good in the sense that you've got that black and white contrast. Sometimes it seems a shame to ruin it with the paint. So there's one. We'll by the time I put the paint over that, there we are. Oh, let's do one the other side. The branches come down as well as go up. You can finish these off with a rigger. You've got to get your taper right. And we'll come up here with another one, but put some in with a brush. Later in the background here, give some distance to it. Did the bike ride yesterday. I came off. Well, there's a barrier that stops motorcyclists getting onto the footpaths I know we do ride our bikes on a footpath, but we're cyclists. The law doesn't apply to us, of course. And there's a barrier. It's got sort of stainless steel buffers on each side, so that you can slide through on your bike. But we have a bit of a game where we see who can stay on the bike without hitting the sides and making a big clang. Well, I bashed right into it, and you'll see this when I do the painting probably. But I've got a dressing on now. I've just lost about 2-3 square inches of skin. Because when you get old, your skin gets all blotchy and thin, and it just slid off. So I called into our local surgery and got it patched up. But unfortunately, it's got a dressing over the top of it, over an iodine pad, but it's not really attached. If it was made, the adhesive was too strong to cover the dressing. When you took it off, it would peel the skin off. So it's a bit of a compromise. So in case the blood shows through the dressing. So we'll men behaving badly on bikes at our age, they should know better. Average age 74. We've been doing it for years and falling off in it for years. But it's lovely. The River Wanderley, our local river, is a Surrey chalk stream. There are only about 200 of them in the world, and most of them are in England, funny enough, because they go through chalk. Oh dear, that's got to waggle some of that and the twiggy stuff. So tricky having a shower and try and keep it all stuck, but probably have to have another dressing on it. I'll call in later on. So we'll thicken all this up here to justify that Waking Great branch coming over here. Needs to be a bit thicker at the base, I think. Ooh. Make sure you haven't got too much acrylic ink on. You can waggle in some ivy and stuff with the brush later when we get into doing it. But I think the drawing takes us longer than the painting. Now the person that, Phil, I think it was, who left a comment, found it hard to do with a brush. Well, depends on the brush really. But old Ted Western used to pick up lolly sticks, ice lolly, that's what we call them, lolly sticks. And sharpen them into a shape. Just if you do twigs, anything. I've got another one here. I picked this up, this bit of sort of a sea bleached pine, bit of pine, from a beach in Florida. Brought it back to England. I bought several of them. I don't know where they've gone. But that's what I used to do. I do the same. Just walk along a beachy the beach and pick up a flotsam, or just some flotsam. Oh, look what I've gone and done. Oh, well. We'll do a big tree there, I think. Ah, damn. Oh well, accidents happen. Probably wouldn't happen if there was a paint. By the time we got the paint over it, it won't show very much. A big one. And we need a bit of a large trunk. Getting carried away with this. So let's push this one down further down here. Right, so that's a nearer one. Right, we'll put some burnt sienna and stuff in all this. God, make sure you haven't got any ink on your finger because that causes blobs. Just trying to paint with it. Just pour some ink over. I'll rough it up a bit. Okay, I won't worry about that because that will right, okay, that'll do. Oh, I might as well put a signature on it. This might not even see the light of day, but then you wouldn't know that, would you? Oops. There. Put some right, let's put the lid on, and then I'll give it a bit of a dry. I will back in some paint with Hake. I'll use a Hake. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but hopefully we'll revive it. We've got palette, cadmium yellow, pale, couple of pales there. That one is common. This one is a very good, strong artist quality. Cadmium light, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber percentages. I mix it now out of burnt sienna and Payne's grey. Right, I think you can. So if I'm going to just move that over a bit, pull that down just to stop the board from waggling, and move that, then you can see the palette and you can see the painting. Oops. Push that up. You can see it all. Okay, and now close your ears. I'm not going to stop the video. Close your ears and I'll give this a bit of a dry and we'll go from there. Ready? Go. Okay, let's get a bit of paper just to soak up the rest of it. Oh, that's my just like. Oh, I might use that. Right, so I'm going to give this a wet now with some water, nice clear water. Okay, get a bit of sienna. put in a bit of red. Right, let's get some Payne's grey in there. Bit of blue. Right, let's put some in there. It's going to be a little bit darker in that on some of those clouds. A bit of a wintry sky. Okay. Stop and think about that for a minute. I want to put in some background in here. I'll just this paper is I think it's Buckingford. It's from a Dale Rowley pad. It's good paper, but I do prefer the my Fabriano £130 Studio Practice. But this does bleed quite nicely. It doesn't soak up as quickly as I'd like. Not like the lovely lost the brush. The Salters Water for £90. I just picked it up, showed you, and put it down, and I've lost it. It's the lovely little 3/4 inch Hake, one of Frank Clark's. What's that under there? Don't know what that is. So I put it down. Lost the flipping thing. Come on. Dear. It's probably fallen on the floor somewhere. Oh no, here it is. Right, okay, let's put a bit of background in there. So we have a bit of that colour, blue, a bit of Payne's grey. So we just put this background in. And that will put in some burnt sienna. There's a bit of Payne's groups, bit of Payne's grey. Right, let's go and do some Payne's grey, a bit of burnt sienna and a bit of blue. Let's just Nice bit of dry brush there. Didn't work over here. It's too much. I'll go back on that. Alright, that's where's the light? Light's coming from there in the colours. But right, now we've got to do something in there, so we'll just let that dry a bit. We'll put a bit of shadow in here. I'll go over that again, just see if we get rid of that blob. And that one there's almost disappeared. Let's just pull that tight. And now we need a bit of green shrubbery here. So, well, we could put some of that in the background, couldn't we? A bit of dark in there. This all dries lighter. Payne's grey and ultramarine make a very good distant colour. Do something there. That's where we want to go in with the Payne's grey. Just get rid of that blob. Right, okay, they're more or less wintry trees. One or two bits I'm not happy with, but since I hadn't done one for a long time. Right, let's get the rigger and we'll just see if we can put in some dark bits here. Don't like that bit there. Let's see if we can just brighten it up. So look at that yellow, look. That sort of improved it no end. Just add some bits and pieces. Just using Payne's grey and a bit of ultramarine. You can get out of trouble with gouache, but I'm not a lover of gouache. Well, gouache white, but it does work, and I might even use it. Having said that, we can just get a trunk or so in there, just to justify that dirty bit. Right, there's my hake. I like to just put in some trees over there, or some bushy stuff. There we go. How are you doing? Still there? Still there? Right, I'll put that in the mount and we'll have a look at it. And I suppose I'll have to go down to the doctor's to make another appointment, get this dressing changed. It's a bit of a nuisance. There's a tram line through our walk through Mordenhall Park, and we love it. We wave at the trams. If there's one coming, we we wave like little children. Second childhood. Let's just get that. Right, okay, well, it's not the best one I've ever done, but I haven't done one for several years. Let's put that on. This will improve it by about 100%. Well, there we are. Not bad. Oh, well, there we are. Hope you like it. Fun to do. I used to love doing these. Maybe we could put in a bit of a bit more of that to blue black or blue grey. a bit of a focal point. Right, I'll get this one uploaded, folks, and hope you like it. Very, very rough. Right, bye-bye.